Hi, it's Jason with AMI Detail. We are going to use Loki on this Ford Escape. You can see it definitely is going to be a challenge. It has been out in the snow and on the road picking up grime. So yeah, this one's going to be definitely put it to a test. So I'm going to do a quick walk around, show you what we're working with here. Again, we'll see. We'll have to make that judgment because this has got it's caked on pretty good. So might be one that we need to kind of do, use the rinse-less method and actually do a quick rinse as well. For foam cannon, I plan on foaming it on again. This time I'm using the GRIOT'S garage with a 1.25 orifice. Going to use the dual Ryobi's because I am familiar with what kind of output that'll be, using the aqua metering tip. So with that at max, it would be pulling like a 4-to-1 ratio, which is way too strong. But we can back off that top knob by like half a turn, and that'll basically bring it right down into that, to if you were mixing like 2 ounces into a full 1,000 milliliter foam cannon. So we will give it a shot, see what the foam is like, and go with the contact wash from there. One other issue that I ran into yesterday, my first time using Loki. I already swapped labels because this is a non-standard, well, shouldn't say non-standard, but it's not the normal top. So when I tried to mount this on that bottle yesterday, it didn't work. It didn't work at all. So this mounts to, this is I think it was water spot remover is what I had from DIY Detail before. So again, I'm just going to transfer that. And that way it's into a bottle that we can work with the GRIOT'S. And again, since that's kind of a smaller top, I'm not sure it's going to be much use to even keep it for anything, because it's not, it's not going to mount sprayers to it or anything for the standard stuff anyways. So with that in there now, let me grab one more thing here. You can go ahead and chat amongst yourselves there. Okay, what did I miss? Anything good? Anyways, I'm back. So I got a scale here, and I make sure, set in grams. Steve Pearson had some great information about calculating total volume output based on weight. And what I found is, we're using the GRIOT'S. So many times you want to know exactly how much product you're using. So the cool part, with grams, milliliters, it's an equal relationship. So I'm just going to weigh the bottle before using it, and then after I'm done, weigh it again, and that'll tell us how many milliliters of product. So right now, I need to make note of this. If we can do back of the napkin design, we might as well do front of the napkin measurements. So 321.2 is the total weight before. So after we get done, we'll come weigh it and see how much we used. Again, with it on a standard 28 millimeter bottle top. Can now screw it onto the GRIOT'S. I'm gonna use the dual RIOBs. So fire it up. Make sure the valve's back on. I was doing, like, say, testing with single versus dual. So that one's on, pressurized, ready to go. We're doing the Detail Co. hybrid wash, Loki, and using the GRIOT'S garage with the 1.25 orifice and the aqua metering tip. So again, right now I have the setting. I'm gonna have that start with it all the way down, kind of see what kind of foam action we get, and can easily, so like say with that cranked all the way down, that's actually like a 4-to-1 mix, so like a 2% PIR, going back to about half, somewhere in about that range, 730. So again, I look at it like a clock. That ends up putting you around I think that's roughly like a 1% PIR. So about a half turn would get you down. Similar to like if you're using like 2 ounces in a full 1,000 milliliter foam cannon. So let's give this a shot. Again, start with it at full, and then we can easily back it off. Okay, forgot to get that set down. Like that. That's better. Definitely getting that cucumber smell. That's nice. Backed it off to a 1/4 turn on the top here. So that 1/4 turn is really, see if you can actually see that in the frame. So starting there with full, 1/4's giving a kind of a nice mix. We're getting some foam that sticks and pulling down the dirt. Pick back up and finish the back here. This is still got, there's just more grime on there than what, so like say this is gonna, I guess I'm not quite done with the foam cannon or the pressure washers. I was hoping to be able to just get by without rinsing, but these are pretty nasty, so let's just do a quick rinse here. Okay, I have this little DeWalt Poor Man's, let's see, what is this? Call it a Poor Man's keg. It's a little 2-gallon pump sprayer. It does have a little foaming type nozzle. So I got some DI water. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 gallons in there. And main reason I'm using DI water is that way it can stay, because I'll just grab this and use it for different washes and stuff. So there's no reason to the DI water will keep better than having contamination. And then also for the soap in there, it won't react with other minerals and stuff and break down the soap. So in that case, let me grab an ounce of Loki here. So an ounce into the 2 gallons will give us the 256 to 1. Okay, so with this one, like I said, I've just got the standard spraying tip on it. However, they do actually have, you can swap that out for foaming tips. I would have to go figure out where those are at. Don't know offhand. But yeah, this is a really nice little unit. This from the local farm store, Tractor Supply. So let's go ahead and put that on there. Adjust this a little. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pre-treat this since I rinsed off the product from before. And like I said yesterday, I almost think the foam cannon might be overkill, trying to use it that way. Because I know yesterday I was trying multiple new things, and yeah, it was kind of not what I was expecting. But yeah, with a sprayer like this, or if you had a keg, that would be just absolutely awesome with this process. Pre-treat is done. So go here with the contact wash. Again, no pressure, just letting it glide, and boy, does it glide. I mean, seriously, as far as this versus Nemesis, yeah, this, I really enjoy the scent of Nemesis, but you want to talk about slickness, this right here is just absolutely, I mean, it just glides on there. It is no effort. And yeah, you can see it, soaking up the dirt. So again, on this side panel, see, it pulled a lot of that off of there. I'm just focusing on the paint. I'll get those lowers at the very end because they're definitely a lot dirtier. And this top side's not bad at all. This rear window. Going with the Stay Strong detailer for more or less like a drying aid. Let's see, let's start at the back here on the roof, get that over with. I really don't like doing the roof. So again, just doing a few sprays. Here's a pretty good example of you just trust the chemical and let it do what it's supposed to do. With that quick detailer, you can see as I was wiping the window, so with the Stay Strong detailer, you see what I get done, and I go ahead and I trust that it's gonna dissipate like it's supposed to. And I mean, it's pretty cool. You can just like sit here and watch it. It just basically just going from having all those streaks. I mean, I left it a lot of streaks on that windshield, and all just dissipated right away and left it crystal clear. So yeah, like I said, it does the same thing on that piano black trim. You know, a lot of times that stuff just is so finicky, and you get done wiping it, and same way here, you can just watch that windshield and it just fades away. And I mean, it really does a great job. Cleaned up really nice. On the clock here shows took about 40 minutes to do it this way, which again I think probably could have been done in less time if done a proper pre-wash, because yeah, the level of dirt on this one was really more than I should have attempted with, especially not knowing that much about Loki yet and learning it. But yeah, you see it again. Ends up leaving a nice finish here. So I'll get a couple after shots with the camera, and you can see on the, like I said, the goal is to minimize how much water I end up putting all over the floor. And again, this isn't bad at all. You can take a squeegee, kind of push that around, and most of that's just gonna dry up. And again, with no drain, again, that's one of the alternatives.